What's going on, guys? My name is Jericho, and I want to know how many of you guys are ADD gamers. So, I don't mean that you're sitting in front of your TV fidgeting and wondering when the next time you could take medication is. I mean ADD gamers in that you can't stay with a game for longer than like 2 weeks. I just realized that I have an issue with sticking with a game, and this usually wasn't a problem. You're talking to a guy who, doesn't get mad at games. He plays for fun. He's put 30 days into COD 4. He's put over 20 days into both World at War and Modern Warfare 2, and he's kind of thrown away Black Ops. And you're talking to a guy who realizes that most of the problems with video games aren't that they're terrible or they're shit. It's the people playing them and those people who don't necessarily match up with your play style. So if I'm playing with a bunch of people who get mad when we lose, I'm probably not going to have a fun time because I'm going to be yelled at the entire time. Otherwise, I try and have fun with the game, and I try and expand my horizons, I guess you could say, and I try and pick up games that, I know I normally probably wouldn't play. So, I started this series about 6 months, fuck! Wow. Well then, I started this series 6 months ago called The Massive Fuck Around. And for those of you who don't know what it is or don't remember what it is, because I kind of dropped off doing them, I bought a new game, or I rented a new game, and I played it for a couple hours, got the whole feel of it, and then I made 3 or 4 episodes of it, just doing whatever the story called for, whether it was Borderlands, or Fear, or, Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. I'd get these games, and I'd just play around with them. I'd see how much fun I could have, jumping all over the roof like a monkey and then beating a hooker with a hammer in Assassin's Creed. I'd find how much fun I could have in Borderlands using a pistol the size of my big toe against a gigantic monster. Or I'd play a zombies-like contraction game mode on Fear and run away from this small, tiny woman that would always fuck me up when I looked at her. So she was very mean and I didn't appreciate it. Either way, it was right about then that I started getting gamer ADD, where I couldn't stick with one game for more than like a month. I don't know what it was. Maybe I'm craving like a brand new game to figure out each time, but I can't stick with a game. I've had Fear for 2 weeks. All right, it was fun. I liked the game, but the story mode was short. It was short. It was about, I think it took me, we're talking me here, took me about 6 hours to beat on the hard difficulty. If a game takes me 6 hours to beat on hard difficulty, you should probably not get it, because you will beat it in an hour and a half on any difficulty. So, I loved the game. The multiplayer was really cool and inventive, but it got, I don't know, boring fast because there wasn't, like, real multiplayer? I don't know how to explain it. I just got bored of the game. So I went up and I picked up, I went to GameStop and I picked up Battlefield Bad Company 2, because I used to have the game, and I loved the game, or at least I thought I did. And then I got back and I realized why I sold the game. It's just not my type. It's not my type of game. It's not fast-paced enough. I love the weapons. I don't like that it's 30 frames per second. The vehicles are fine. I don't mind vehicles. I'm not one of the people who's like, oh god, tanks and vehicles ruin games. No, that is not me. No, I kind of think that they can add something, especially when the maps are that big. And I don't know, maybe it's just me and my preference. I know a lot of people love Battlefield, but the maps being that big kind of takes away from it for me. I do love the sniping, though. That is really fun with all the bullet drops and stuff. So I'm returning it today, and I'm returning it kind of sad and angry at myself because I realized that this is like the 8th game that I've gone through in the last 6 months. 8 games for someone who's normally only had 4 games in his lifetime, which were all Call of Duty and maybe Halo 3 when my friend lent it to me. And I don't know whether or not it's me like developing as a gamer and realizing that, wow, I really do get angry when I'm shit at games, which is not true. I don't get angry. I actually laugh when I'm absolutely terrible. This is, by the way, interesting kill here. Actually, probably the best kill I've ever gotten in my life, and that's why I got so excited. I've also never done this well in Search and Destroy. It's my worst game type. I usually spend the whole time watching people, so I asked never to play it. But they snuck this in before I could say I don't want to play it. This was the first game on. Either way, I want to know, though, for all you gamer ADDs out there, if you could have one game One single game that you had to play for the rest of your life. One game. You can play single player, multiplayer, and all the add-ons and stuff. So whether that's like a zombie pack for Red Dead Redemption, or a zombies mode for Call of Duty, or a Spec Ops mode, you know, if you had to choose one game to play, what would it be? And actually, I'm about to blow your fucking mind. Thumbs up the comment that you agree with. There you go, thumbs it up. You know why? Because I actually need to see this comment. So all those ones are like, thumbs up so Jericho can see this clever remark I made. No, seriously, thumbs up the comment that you agree with. So if someone put down Borderlands, which I already played, but if someone put down Borderlands and you really agree with that, you can comment Borderlands, but thumbs up the other Borderlands, alright? Or if someone put down Mass Effect, feel free to thumbs up the other Mass Effect comments. I want to know what your guys' favorite games are, so I can go out and buy them, because for fuck's sake, I need a game that's going to last me at least 2 months until FIFA 12, Gears of War 3, and Dead Island come out. Not that I'm going to buy Gears of War 3, that's not my cake either, not my piece of cake. But, Dead Island for sure. It's like Grand Theft Auto with zombies, fuck yeah. Speaking of Grand Theft Auto, I'm about to go buy it. And you know why I'm going to buy it? It's because I was told that I don't even have to do the story mode, which is awesome. If I want to do a story mode, then let me do a story mode. But if I don't want to do a story mode, then let me do whatever the fuck I want, especially if it's a sandbox game. I'm going to get cheat codes, I'm going to fly an airplane, and I'm going to beat up some hookers, all for your entertainment. And I'm going to get arrested doing it, which is going to be hilarious, because I'm probably going to freak out, especially when I have tanks rolling in on me, because I'm a one-man army. And I'm probably going to suck at Grand Theft Auto, too. Hell, I might not even know how to beat a hooker correctly. I don't know, maybe there's like a technique to hitting her in the right spot so she'll shut the fuck up, or maybe you can't be a gangster unless you're actually a gangster, and I don't know if you recognize, but I'm white with a bowl cut, and therefore I am not qualified to be a gangster. Either way, I'm going to give it a shot. But thanks for watching, guys. My name is Jericho. As always, I'd love you guys to like and favorite the video and maybe share it around with some people. But I want to know what your favorite video game is. Help a brother out, and by brother I mean a white kid sitting in front of his computer, because fuck's sake, I need a video game. I'll talk to you guys later.